All right, we're back. What bookshelf are we on? Also, I saw this in editing. Okay, we're on 1G, but I saw this in I'm not jumping very good. There's a there's a book up here. I don't know how many of you saw that, but get out of here. Okay, we're on 1G. So, first floor, 1G. Magical artifacts and enchanting. So, books that say artifacts, books that say enchanting. Artifact books, Genshin, enchanting. Genshin. Just imagine when there's like barely any books on the ground. Like, how crazy would that be if, you know, you hop in, starting your clock in, chink, starting shift to the library, look around, there's like 3 books on the ground. It would be weird that there's just 3 books on the ground, but imagine. When is summoning? Is summoning on the first floor? It is. It'll just be so exciting to like look around and all the books are gone. Stolen by the fairy. Because if they're not here, I can't shelf them. You know? Think smarter, not harder. If they're not here, you can't shelf them. Now I am looking for artifacts and enchanting. Looking for books about Genshin Impact. Enchanted? No, I feel like that one's a bit of a stretch. I feel like that one's not real. Not a real book. That's a fake book. Enchanted gear. Okay. We've got some contenders. One of which is probably not artifacts. Where's it? Do you think it says artifacts? Oh, that's literally that literally says artifacts. That has to be one. Ooh, practical enchantment. Okay, I've got 4 books in my hand. Let's check. Wee. Okay. Oh, there's a couple of short books here. Okay. Volume 1. It is. Volume 4. It is. Volume 1. It is. And then volume 4. This can't be it. This is the fake book. Get out of here. Okay, wait, this is crazy. This is, okay, they're purple. They're purple. Imagine if I look down and those are actually like books. Like I look down at like the first purple books I look at, or like real books that go on this shelf. Okay. I can hold 15 books, so theoretically 10 and 30. This would be assemble. Oh, does it only assemble the top book? Topmost. It only assembles the top book. I remember there was a time that I was trying to do this and I was like, why isn't it grabbing all the books? It can't grab your whole stack. It only grabs the topmost book. But that's okay because okay, so what I wanted, so we have an extra book here, so I'm waiting for the assemble thing to go up, right? And then I sort, and I pick up this one. I guess I could have done that already. Assemble them all, and then put them back on the shelf. I clicked the wrong button at first. Okay. Oh, I see. I put the wrong, okay, it's fine. It works. Theory proven. Did I level? I did. Theory proven. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. We've never had one that fast. Okay, so this will put a symbol at auto shelving at 60 seconds and active for 30 seconds. I don't need this one. With the way I'm playing, I don't need it. All right. Let's hunt some more down. Purpley brown books. We love to see a pattern. Purpley brown books. There are a lot of them, it would seem. But that's not my problem. I don't know why it's not my problem. But I feel like, okay, there are, oh, this is the zombie books all over again. There's so many purple books. It's okay, we're going with enchanting and artifacts. And that's not hard. We literally just found 3 of them. Just found 3 of them. How hard could it be to find an amount more? So probably should go back up to the stairs just to finish looking. Where do we think this bestiary components dungeon creatures go? Sorry, I just pause. Where do we think dungeon creatures, bestiary dungeon creatures? Like, I'm looking at this. Oh, maybe dungeons. Okay. I was gonna say I'm looking at this and I really can't tell where they would go, but turns out this could potentially require a bit more locking in than I'm currently doing. Turns out there's actually a lot of like purple books, but I was really hoping that it would be you just see a purple and brown book and you pick it up. But I keep getting this book of Constellation. This Zodiac book is really getting me, because I guess they don't all have to be purple. It just so happens that 3 books that I found were all purple. But we should definitely work with some amount of self-control. What button am I looking for here? Oh, there we go. It also might help if I like stop running around, but I don't know. It's kind of fun to run around. We also have like, we were cleaning. Potion crafting. You know what we said last time? That if we think a book could be a book, we should just like check it. So this is me doing that. Now, would you believe it if I told you that potion crafting might be in the potion section? But we have this whole area over here that we were cleaning up. So perhaps we should go back to cleaning. I swear I'm just seeing the same books over and over and over again. Hello? Oh, artifacts that help change the world. Ancient manuscript studies on mage birth. Backseat gaming, a classic. Okay. I was gonna say we should get back to like cleaning. But this is a purpley brown book. I mean, it's checking out, right? Like purpley brown books. It's just the problem is there's so many purple books. But the key that we need is that little hint of brown. A little hint of brown. That's what we need. Artifacts and enchanting. But we should really go back to cleaning. I mean, we don't have to go back to cleaning, but we did start cleaning. Let's check this first. What is this? This is, what's in my hand? Volume 1. Oh, it's a small book. Okay. Perfect. I mean, in this spirit of just being quick about it, let's not hunt through, oh God, I'm stuck. Let's not hunt through this disaster of books. Now, part of me does just want to dive back into here and be like, oh, were there any books in here? But that, if we keep doing that, we'll never get anywhere. So I'm just looking at the top. I'm just taking a little peek. We want to dump theoretically all the books, boom, over here onto this side. And this whole side is clean. And then we move. So like we don't want it to like hit the center. Get out of here. We don't want it to like hit the center. So we need to like, I don't know. What's a good way to do? I mean, that corner was already empty. I guess I could just look through this corner, right? Just quickly look through the corner. I say quickly, but like I need to be able to read, which isn't the quickest thing in the world. But if we just like, this corner isn't too badly packed. It'll get worse the more packed the corner is, but theoretically, right? Hear me out. Theoretically, we could just dump one corner. Like once we have more space, like actually cleaned out, Like we could use this middle section right now. We still need to like empty out the middle. So it's really hard to be like, oh, I have space to move stuff because we're just starting to move stuff. And that's where we really need space. I don't really know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna sit in this corner and clean my books and potentially make everything harder on myself. But I'll let you know if I find any books. All right, I found a book that I kind of just want to test. My stack's getting pretty high. I've cleaned out a path this way, and now I'm cleaning all of this, and I'm gonna somehow shove it over here. But I found this Foundations of Magical Item Crafting and Materials, which could be enchanting, but probably isn't. Oh my god, it was. Let's go. Assemble. Okay, and then place. Can't believe it was one. Okay, so it's like the idea of enchanting, right? The idea. Although it does just say, wait, magical item, magical artifacts. Enchanting, artifacts. Okay, so a little bit of the word magical. So things that are just like magical. It could be an artifact we're crafting. It could be an enchantment, but also it could not be. And that's fine too. But just, no, that's magical forces. All right, just for funsies, I'm just gonna test this constellation book. Maybe it's like blue and whatever, but blue and brown, it is not one. We knew that already, we knew that, but still it tempted us to check it. Every time I looked at it, I was like, why can't you be this one? And like, this alchemy book is clearly goes on the alchemy shelf, but still it taunts me. It goes, look at me. I'm what you would call purple and brown, although I might not actually be purple and brown. Don't you want to test me? Don't you want to think that I go on your shelf? And then it doesn't go on the shelf. Anyways, I still haven't crossed this line because I could potentially use this section to like fill in, but I'm trying to like keep it because I think the bookshelves are, the bookshelves are like in line pretty much. So I guess I could just jump over here, but I feel like this isn't a good idea because I don't really have the space, but I'm doing it anyways. I'm doing it anyways. Okay, I think I found another book that's probably not one because it doesn't really fit the vibes of the other books, but in the spirit of picking something up so we don't accidentally do this over and over again. Illusionary magics. Illusionary art is not one. That's okay. We didn't think it was anyways. You know, there was going to come a time where we'd have to dive into all of that to find our books. It wouldn't always be on the edge or on the staircase. And the student of you might know we barely... Oh, finally, it's morning again. The astute of you may know that we didn't even fully check the staircase. I just got bored and walked off. There could be one up there right now, wondering why. Why did you leave me here? You were looking for me. Well, I got bored. And I remembered that I was sorting books around at the bottom. And so I thought, well, why don't I just go and do that again? Get actually taking care of the library. I'm doing a fun little side project. So down I went to do a fun little side project. But there could be a book up there. Could be a book up there. Perhaps after I finish home magic. Perhaps after I finish down here, I'll go back up there and take another gander. Okay, I was just testing this one because I was like, well, this is pretty purple and brown, but it says Magical Items Workshop Series. Yes, a magical item could be an artifact. So we're really looking for things that say magical is what I'm learning here, which is a fair amount of things that I've passed. So these are things that haunt me, but now they're all the small books. The small 3 series books. So it's really just anything that says, I mean, not anything, but things that say like magical. But I feel like there's like a level of nuance, sophistication to the type of magic that it is. Or at least that's what I'm going to tell myself. But it is still quite the purple and brown bookshelf. Also, I don't want to pass the table too much. Don't want to pass it too much. I don't want to go really beyond that because I do want to try to keep it a little bit neater. So that when it's time to move them all to the other side, when I inevitably go through all the books and can't find anything, I have some room to like pick them up and dump them. Could still use that chunk, but I don't know. I need space. I need space. There's still like a bunch of books. Like 2,000 books. 2,000 some odd something or another books to get through. But it gets easier. At least that's what I keep telling myself. I do believe it gets easier because there's less books. There's arguably 350 less books. That's 350 books I don't have to pick up and waddle through. It's just, we're going up the hill, right? Once we start going down the hill, it'll get really easy. We just magical detective law, unauthorized spells? I don't know. No, I didn't think so. 'Cause it'd be like unauthorized like items would be something that would give me, you know, vibes for this bookcase. Not the summoning circle. I mean, not the magic circles. I keep wanting to look at the magic circles, but this bookshelf's not that deep. Like, this area is like pretty deep. This isn't. Nope. I feel like... No, okay. I don't know. Some of these books, man. Some of these, oh, that's literally a 9. So it can't be that. Some of these books really got me thinking, you know? I'm like, well, transformation. Oh, that's a book 5. Okay. See, when it's like that, that makes it a little bit easier because I could be like, oh, that does seem like it's a book, but it literally. Enchantment. This says enchantment. This one says enchantment. Whoop, 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 whoop. We found a book. This one says enchantment. Perfect. We'll leave that there. Let's finish the stack. Just in case there's just... Oh, see. Oh, but this is... Okay, I was actually hoping that wasn't one because it does not fit the vibes. And technically, we have finished a section of books that we are dumping from one side to the other. Honestly, look, we're basically halfway. We're basically halfway. Oh. I'm not reading. I'm just picking my own stuff. Did I level up? I did. Let's do the auto shelf again, because that's what we're using. Oh, the next one will be a perfect 40 and 40. Very exciting, very exciting. As promised, let's run past everything. Forging magical items. Bro, come on. That's literally an artifact. Oh, I'm so good. Assemble. So good. Okay. As promised, let's run past everything and look back at the bookshelf. How many more do we have? 4 left. Yeah, we're kind of crazy with it. We are kind of crazy with it. All right. Let's speed run the last 4. Okay, I think I found another one. This one. Introduction to Enchantment Theory. Ooh, very shiny. This has to be one. This has to be one. Perfect. Boom. Easy. Breezy. Books. 3 more. Okay, a quick check-in on my cleaning. Looks pretty good. I've cleared up that corner, but I'm still piling stuff over here because I don't know. I feel like working on a diagonal is a little bit easier because then I can dump books better. I don't have to like worry so much. Almost done sorting ? The bottom floor. We like threw all the books off the top onto the bottom, and now we're shoving all the books to one side. So theoretically, the idea is that when I need to look through all these books again, I can start from this side, boop, 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 and then boop, 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 you know, like that. That's the theory. Are you guys with me on that? Like, split it, leave some room, and just dump everything into the corners. That's the idea. We have 9 books left to find, and then, no, it always has that faint. Unclear if it changes its glow a bit, or if that's just me. But we're almost done, and we've almost had the whole place sorted. Honestly, Merlin should just be happy with this. This looks great. Okay, magical analysis based on the application of infinite series. Is it talking about like serial novels, the novels that never end? Because some of them, look, I've read a few serial novels that never end. Some of them are quite interesting. I mean, they end eventually, but they just like go on like forever. Very interesting. I feel like some people do it really well, and some people just keep doing it. Forbidden relics, you say? Could that not be perhaps an artifact? It is. Dude. Remember when I was bad at this game? Let's go. Honestly, getting there. That one doesn't quite fit honestly, the vibe is getting a little, it's like mostly purple. This one is kind of blue though. I won't lie. That one doesn't quite fit the vibes. Okay, we're gonna go 40-second cooldown, 40-second activation. I'm assuming they all cap at 10, but who knows? But it's still 4 rows to level up. Okay, so hear me out. I see this drawing moving objects beginner level. It's shiny, just like this book is shiny. What if the other vibe is shiny book? Oh, but it says volume 8. Never mind. Turns out there's just some books that are high gloss. Never mind. I should just look at that first. I keep saying, oh, it's so useful because then I'll know, because if it's more than 3, it can't be 1. And then I just keep picking up books that are more than 3. I can't wait to get to the alchemy section. I feel like summoning and alchemy, I just keep seeing them everywhere, and it'd be nice to finally put them in their place. But I'm very excited. Summoning and alchemy. Maybe one of them's next. Actually, I know the summoning's not next. I know summoning is on floor 1, but oh, Archers of the Fairies. Okay. But I don't know where alchemy is, but it would be nice to do that one because I see them all over the place. Watch alchemy be like one of the last books I get the shelf, and I just, simple life of enchanting. No, I keep seeing that one. Get out of here. I keep seeing you. And it's not that. Yeah, watch alchemy be the very last one I have to like shelf, and I just see alchemy for the rest of my life. Like, I feel like this is like the halfway point of the floor, and we still have 2 to go, but they have to be here somewhere. Maybe I should go back to the staircase and check the staircase, or I can try to enhancing, and I can like try to snipe some books. I don't know. Almost there. There's books on the table. Almost there. But not quite. And they're all way too many volumes, except for low mana, a form of discrimination. What? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Well, I don't know. Let's see. We could try checking the staircase again. I wasn't really checking it. You would think that I'd get better at checking stuff, but I don't. I always stay just as bad as I've always been. It's just sometimes I'm just a little better at it than the previous time. That's pretty rare. Haha. Okay, so I keep seeing this book, Arcane Glyphs and Pattern Theory. I don't know, man. Let me just boop. Nah, okay, didn't think so. But what if I just kept walking past it and it was the book I needed? Like, wouldn't that just suck? Specifically for me, who actually has to sit through this and wonder why I walked past the same book 5 times when it turns out it was in fact the book I needed. Puppet crafting. Doesn't really fit the vibes, but a puppet could be like an artifact. I don't know. It's not, but it could have been. Fun times. Oh, I'm clearing the path in front of the stairs. I'm making sure all the books are on the stairs, no matter how bad their physics are. And then I'm taking all the books that aren't on the stairs, except for the book that I just stole. See, that's hanging over the edge. Yoinkies. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. I don't know. Sometimes I stare at the stairs to like check them, and it's a wee bit daunting, if you can imagine the mess I've made. I don't really want to mess with it, so come over here to this pile. I dump everything in it. This pile is safe. This is the pile that I made. This pile's scary because that's a pile I made and then I tore apart. Okay, so I found this book literally at the tippy top of the staircase. Inverse law of high grade armor and fabric coverage. High grade armor, I was like, that could be equipment because you equip it. Oh my goodness. How many things have I potentially walked past that were equipment, which are artifacts? The plot thickens on what exactly magical artifacts and enchanting even freaking means, bro. Follow the books. The only reason why I checked that book, I found it like right here. The only reason I checked that book was because it fit the vibes. It like on site passed the vibe check. So I say, you know what? Let me just check it out. And sure enough, it was one of the books. It was one of the books. So now we just have one left to find. He's out there somewhere. Probably in this giant cluster of books that I happened upon. Wouldn't that have been crazy if it was like one of these purple books just peeking out, so I don't have to touch this just yet? Because would you believe it if I told you I was scared of my own mess at times? Finding on an accident, that'd be pretty cool. But I should probably just dive on in there. This is a pile that I recently put away. I just tucked it back there. But I guess I could just dive in, starting with these not so scary corners, and yeah. Maybe I'll just find it right away. Wouldn't that be nice? Magic ring that steals reason? That's equipment. Oh my god, I was trolling. Let's go, dude. I was being silly. But silly is a win. That's it. That is 1G done. Next is 1I, which is, drumroll, click, stealth. Oh, fun. Ooh, alchemy is the very last one. Okay. Well, I mean, before floor 2, but okay. Stealth is next. And those are solid black books. Stealth. So, next time, we become ninja. Hope you liked that video. Watch this next if you're bored. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.